So I got a special invite to sell on Whatnot, which was impressive. Um, my friend in Oakland, California, Chris at Daily Refinement, who's on YouTube and Twitter and all kinds of stuff, um, sent a referral in for me himself. And within like a week, I was notified by Whatnot that they would like to have me sell on there. I was like, whoa. So um, I did all the paperwork, everything the other day, all in one day. Um, and it was actually kind of a simple deal to do. They, uh, verify your ID, all kinds of stuff like that. And so uh, right now I'm waiting on my conference um, for the onboarding, which will be Friday, unless they do it earlier. And I could have actually gone live because my app was alive to go live or even do a test run, and I didn't understand how to do it. So I'm sure that's what the onboarding thing is for. Hey, hey. So anyway, oh, let me get on here real quick. Do 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 do. So anyway, I uh took in did all my paperwork, everything, and I'm just waiting on that conference on Friday, unless they hold it sooner, which would be really cool. Um, and I've been kind of leery of the Whatnot. Like a year ago, um, there was like 5 auctions running. There were hardly any sellers. Most all of it was stuff that I wouldn't be interested in, like Pokemon cards and NFTs or whatever that is, those little cartoonies that people are selling for thousands. I still don't quite understand what that's all about. Um, and just a bunch of stuff, some baseball card things. And for this website was opened in 2019. And this apparently is the founders here, Logan Head and Grant LaFont. Um, it's funny because, I had made a statement before. I swear it was like a 15-year-old kid that opened this company, which I really do believe that. I think it's pretty iconic. And another thing that confirmed that was some videos I listened to on that site for sellers, and it sounds like a kid. I could be wrong, but this guy may become really famous in short order um, if he is 15 and started this. And so it's been around since 2019, and I was really kind of disappointed when I had gone to the site several times because there weren't hardly any sellers, and they were not selling anything high end. It kind of looked like something out of like Macari. Macari is like a junk sale. I sell on Macari, so don't be offended, but I sell on Macari, and I have never sold one thing in months. And I have listed high end to low end, and I don't like the way they do their payment stuff. That's something about your money stays there till you transfer it out or something. I guess it's to try to get you to buy in there. Now, if you want to buy stuff for resale or buy stuff cheap, that would be the place to go if you can get them to ship to you, because there's a lot of problems with people listing stuff and not shipping. It's kind of like the old eBay, where you had all these sellers that advertised stuff and they didn't ship and you couldn't get your money back, or they shipped you some garbage. They said it was new and it wasn't. Um, and it was a big battle between PayPal and eBay, which a lot of that's changed. 90% of that's changed. eBay is really strict and it's expensive to run on, almost as expensive as it was in the early 2000s. Um, because I used to pay like storefront rent, like brick and mortar rent a month running on eBay. But I was pulling 5K a week. With eBay and Amazon, I was rolling 5K a week every week. And that was good money. Plus, I was still working. And I was delivering all across the United States in person. So Um, it's not like that anymore. eBay is really, you have to pay to sell on there. And it's a lot of work every single day. I got the stock. Trust me, I got the stock. This is my office. Part of it, anyway. Ugh. And I have got crates and crates and crates of stuff. And that's like all stuff that's been listed, that's in the crates. Um, and I've got more. And I've got two big storages. So 90% of what I have is like brand new stock. And and it's handmade by me, that kind of thing, and designed by me. I own the patterns and everything. But so, and a lot of my stuff is basically, I guess, what you would call expensive. I mean, my shoes are nothing less than 100, which is cheap today in the business because, um, you know, the last 15 years, those shoes run, 200 and up. I try to stay under the market, and to me, more sales at a lower profit is better for me. It gets more of my product out, more of the word out of who I am and where to get it from. It brings me more sales. Um, so that low profit and high turnover is what counts. I mean, you can sit and babysit the stuff and admire it, but the whole idea of doing it is to get it sold. And when you put your money behind it, that's your wallet, and it's just sitting there. It's not collecting interest. It's not doing anything. It's costing you money to house it. That's my problem right now. I've got enough to stock 3 retail stores, and I'm paying storage on it. Okay, and some is getting damaged as we talk because every time it rains, the storage is leak, and they aren't going to do crap. And the insurance that they force you to buy covers $2,000. And I had one crate that was damaged when I first rented, and you can't do anything with it. You can't wash it and try to save it or anything. Um, it's garbage, you know. And I had actually one box that I opened as I started putting everything in plastic containers, and everything was trashed, and it was like $5,000 garbage, because it had been rained on, and the insurance only goes to 2,000. So I mean, do you do it? Do you not? I mean, it's just stupid crap. But anyway, so yeah, well, okay, so I'm cheaper because I'm not paying storefront rent, right? At the time. But the problem is it's selling. No, it's costing me money. It's costing me money to house it. Yeah, it's my wallet in there, but it's costing me money to house it. I have two 10 by 20s full to the door. Okay, there's only 10% of that is mine and my daughter's stuff, which most of her 67 boxes will be sold. And I will run those for auction because there's a ton of stuff in there. There's brand new tags on it. Um, she had only come to get like 4 or 5 boxes a couple times, and I was like, "Please come get your stuff." Um, and she was like, "Save it for me," and I've never got any storage money on it or anything. So I'm at the point where I probably need to just sell it. Everybody's like, "Throw it in the trash," and I'm like, "No." I mean, I paid for most of it. The rest was out of her pay. But so that's where I'm at. I'm housing a bunch of stuff. It's not making me any money. Um, I was doing good on the Etsy, but that was sabotaged. That's another long story. Um, and that was sabotaged recently. And then my commercial TikTok was sabotaged recently at the same time by the same person. Not cool. And so I'm into other alternatives. I'm running on eBay and Mercari right now. Like I say, Mercari's done me absolutely nothing. eBay is just, I mean, so many hours, so much work every day, and you're paying. You're paying. The big game with eBay now is to list as much as you can in order to sell. So if you list 200 a day for about a year, then you'll come up to about 200 sales a day after about a year. But you got to pay for all those ads. It's 30 cents an ad. Right now I've got like 600 ads. I think it's 611. That's 30 cents an ad. Okay, every 30 days if it doesn't sell. And if you have something on there for $5, you've already ate it up, you know. So, at first the whatnot, in the last year with all the stuff I looked at, it's like all garbage stuff, and I'm like, God, I can't even compete with that because all my stuff's very, very nice, very high end, and compared to that, it's really expensive because that stuff was just, nickel and dime garbage. But since then, Whatnot has changed a great deal. They were looking for a lot of people to work the site and work on the server and everything else. And I think they've managed to get some, specialists in. And so it seems to be just about huge at this point. They advertise it as a community marketplace where you can safely buy and sell, go live, geek out with collectors and other like minded people. All items on Whatnot are verified. Now, that's a new thing, too. So, if anybody gets on there and they're selling Gucci or Louis Vuitton, everything has to be verified through Whatnot first. If you have baseball cards with signatures, those have to be verified before you can even sell them. So, they're restricting a lot of stuff all of a sudden. Which is probably to their benefit because if they get somebody on there that's making fake Gucci's or something and selling it on their site, they can get sued, and so can the seller, and it just creates a huge problem. Um, so they're doing something there on that, but I'm gonna tell you it's changed. There are like a ton of sellers on there now. Miles. Okay, now this is um scheduled shows. Okay, let me see if I can zoom this in here. I hope I do too. I don't know. It just so far I'm not live yet. We'll see. I've got to get through the conference on Friday. So this here, see, like it says tomorrow at 7, Friday at 7. Okay, those are scheduled shows, and you can click on it and you can see, you know, like this is where it'll pop up after like 10 seconds. And then you can click on their solds. Let me see if I can get to it. You can click on their solds over here and you can see what they've already sold while they've been online. But that'll disappear after the show's over. And it's horrendous what the people are doing on here. I watched 2 first time lives, brand new sellers last night. And there is a girl on there. I was dying to know what state she was from, but they sometimes answer you, sometimes they don't. Um, and she looked very familiar. She kind of looked a lot like a girl I used to work with at Platinum in Memphis. That was a showgirl. But she's really cute, and she was wearing like some Daisy Dukes, and she's little tiny half pint thing. You could tell she was just a little bitty girl, and she was selling, supposedly vintage, real valuable T-shirts or something. I didn't see anything there. It looked like 70s, 80s maybe shirts, but nothing like, Metallica or anything that I thought would be of any serious value. The only time you're going to spend a huge amount of money on a shirt, you're not going to wear it. You'll probably frame it because it's already rotting after so many years. Um, Unless it's been kept like in a plastic bag, and even then they still tend to rot. Heat and stuff ruins stuff. So, um, but she was selling T-shirts last night. She had probably been on an hour because the time of her auctions was 30 seconds and 20 seconds. And uh, it sounded like she had a retail store and was living on top of it in an apartment. That's what it sounded like because she was saying, well, if I don't sell it, it'll go downstairs in the shop. And so, um, It was her and her boyfriend, and you would see him on occasion in the video, but mostly her. And she would just be walking around. She'd grab a shirt and she'd be standing there and she'd show it to you. And uh, she had T-shirts that went for $400 used, and I was looking at her solds, and so I figured she was on an hour or two because I was looking at how long her auctions were running, and she was selling singles, and she had already done $3,000 in used T-shirts. Yeah, and they were anywhere from $5 at close of auction all the way to like four. I think one was $4.95, and I was like, "Mother of God!" And then see, Whatnot handles all the shipping, so you don't have to pay for it. You do have to package it all up, and now they've gone from the 3-day rule to the 2-day rule of shipping out. So that means if you have an auction of over 30 items, you're bent to try to get that stuff done and shipped out. So you got to be real careful not to have too big of a show the first day. I would say 30 items would probably be a good start, because then you have to play with their packaging and labeling thing. Um, and then that stuff disappears. It's not like you can go back and rewatch the video. The video's not saved. It's like deleted or something. You can't even look at sellers' old videos. Um, uh, it's kind of interesting. Um, and then even when you get paid, it just says the date of the show and the money that you sold. And then later they figured, your cut out of it, and they show that. And then you get deposit. You get deposit like 2 or 3 days after the customers receive the items. That's how they do it. Unless you've sold 1,000 items, had 10 shows, I think it is, then they'll pay you on the spot when you finish a show. So that's pretty impressive. But their cut is about equal to eBay. Honest to God, they have like 3 different cuts out of your pay, for your house fees. So, is it worth it? Is it not? The thing is that a lot of sellers were using it to run their junk out from eBay that they didn't feel like listing, and was oddball, cheapo stuff, and they were just going to try to run it out dollar auctions and take whatever. Thanks for the thumbs up. So, there was a lot of that. But now it's everything. There's high-end stuff in here. I am not kidding you. They have classed it up so much, and there's miles of sellers. So, like, here's the beginning. Okay, now watch this. Okay, those are some shows that are not on yet, but you can click in there and you can look at what they've listed, because some pre-list, and you can pre-bid and all that. These are shows that are on. See, that's 59 people here, 94 people here, 93 people here, 20 people here. There's 91 people there, 29 people there, 50 people in there. There's 17 people. And then you can get followers. People will follow you. I got 20 followers and I haven't even done an auction. But I go into people's auctions and congratulate them, on their first one, and say nice things. I go to Chris's daily refinement one and help him with descriptions with him and his sellers, because I know fashion like the back of my hand. I have formal education in it. And it helps when you're trying to sell and you can't think because you're concentrating on selling. You can't think of, well, it's cowl neck, or it's a dolman sleeve, or it's an A-line skirt, or it's a 70s, original, or 80s original, I know all this stuff. So I worked on the floor selling retail, and I really know, the companies and a lot of the labels. The ones today I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. All these new ones I have never heard of. Madewell is something I've never heard of, and that's a big seller on eBay. That's big money. But all the stuff that I know is very valuable right now, because all that old stuff, the candies and the old Levi's and all that stuff's super valuable right now. People are just dying for 70s clothes, and 70s makers. And there's some of these pants, like the Candies pants and stuff, and the old Dittos. You know, a pair of Dittos from the 70s, the Dittos pants, they were really sexy women's pants. They were jeans that came in colors. And they made two-piece suits, and they made saddleback pants, and they were really sexy pants. And, you know, back then they were about $40 a pair, and they were awesome. And I had a bunch of them that were mine, and they were lost in the stolen storages, and I've had them for years. And I was like, God, if I'd had those, I could have sold every one of them for over $200 right now on the internet. Huge money. Yeah, they're giant money if you can get a hold of a pair of Dittos. But these are all live auctions, and there are miles of them. I mean, look at this. So they've really loaded down. Apparently, they've really improved this site to be able to get this many streamers. I mean, these are all people are on right now. See, here's one's got 8 people. Here's one's got 9 people. She's doing the Funko show. 3 people. Okay, so that's the end, but that's a ton. So you got 3, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's over 70 shows right there. 11, 77 shows. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 times 7. That's how many lives are running right this minute. And before, when you'd click on here, in the last year, there'd be like 10. Anytime, day or night. I was like, you know, and I thought it was a brand new site, but actually they've been around since 2019. And I thought, well, why have they not developed it in all this time? You believe that? But a lot of these people are into this. I don't understand Funko Pop. I don't know what that is supposed to be or do, and it just doesn't look like a good investment to me. But you know, again, I was 12 years old and I collected Snoopy's, and I had a 200 collection. You know, but it's not like that did me any good at any point in time. Maybe it would have today if I had still had them and sold them. Funko Pops are cool. I don't even understand what it is. It just looks like a little plastic toy. I had a chance to buy an entire crate of them. You know, what we call crates. These plastic, like that right there. Those plastic crates. Those are $11 crates from Walmart. The more expensive ones, they're nice. They don't collapse and stuff. It was at a secondhand store, so there was a whole bunch of those things, and they're little plastic boxes. They were like kind of like hand size, and they were all Star Wars, and they're brand new. And I thought, you know, I don't know, you know, and I had the money, and I thought, I wonder if that's a good deal or not a good deal. And I didn't even bother looking it up because I thought, you know, I'm going to get stuck with all these dumb toys. And they wanted $7 or $8 each. And then the next time I went in, they wanted like half. And I was like, I just don't know. And I should have bought them because I looked at some of these Funko Pop things, and they're selling for big money. Some of those ones were like $200 of the Star Wars. So, and I've seen Star Wars a million times. I went to the grand opening of the Star Wars movie in Westwood, California, and I'm going to tell you, I've never heard of Funko Pop for Star Wars. So, I've heard of the Star Wars movie collection and all that. My friend Tiny, her brother, had the whole collection. But if you go on here, I'm wondering if I'll get slammed by YouTube if I click on one of these auctions. Let's see. Might not. Let's find something. But there's everything on here. I was impressed last night. Some nice high-end stuff. And people were actually buying. You know. There's Don Russ. Baseball cards, probably. See, and I got a truckload of baseball cards. I probably got 4,000 of them. And I could run those out, you know, in $1 or $2. But you got to remember, it's 30 cents an ad. Okay. And then it's, around 15%. It's like eBay, what they charge for your house. So it's you probably bid off running it at $2 minimum before you would a dollar minimum starting bid. And then they've got 5 minute to like I think 10-second bids. To me, the longer the bid time, the more bids. But one of the girls that I know that sells on here, Jen Multiverse or something like that. It's on YouTube. Um, uh, she started it several months back, and she's into the Pokemon thing. She is big time on Pokemon. Really knows her stuff. And that crap doesn't impress me either. But it's apparently it's a big thing, So I mean, it's sort of like me and you. If you like Porsche and I like Cadillac, it's just our taste. Who's to say, But anyway, so she does all that Pokemon stuff. She also does eBay, but eBay's been hard. It's been hard. It's not like it used to be, and so um, she gets on there and she does those Pokemon auctions, and she's starting to sell on there even more. She only did a few, and she was kind of like, eh. But now she's going on there more often, and then she's going out yard selling and buying a bunch of stuff and selling stuff more than Pokemon stuff. Um, but uh, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Um, but she recently did a YouTube vlog about comparing selling on eBay versus selling on Whatnot. The same cards, the same price, and all that, and how fast they sold. And the thing is, here's the thing with Whatnot: if your stuff's not selling fast, you have to wait for you want to list stuff that's going to sell in 3 months or less. But the problem is, who wants to sit and pay rent for 3 months to sell an item? eBay, you used to be able to sell stuff like that, boom, and you could sell a freaking used hairpin on eBay for $100. It just used to be so incredibly easy. I don't know if it's because the market's flooded out and there's 10 tons of sellers. I just don't know. But I know this, like Macari put eBay out of business because the stuff's dirt cheap over there. But will it get shipped to you? There's some real shady sellers on there. And I list on Macari, so I'm just saying. But Whatnot, I mean, they won't let you stay if you don't ship like you're supposed to ship. They have auditors that watch the streams, and you can also request, auditors to come in and help watch, sort of like YouTube. But and then you get other rude idiots that come in and go, I'm starting a sale in 5 minutes on my channel, and which is just rude. You don't advertise one house in another house. It's not a cool thing. Let's see. Back from Ireland with TCG teacher, whatever that is. I don't know why they want to put a picture of themselves. I mean, for what? I would show a picture of my stuff before I would do that. Here's one of a child. Why would you put a minor child on the internet? That's not even cool. Pictures are really important. You know that you can delete stuff on the internet and it's still on there? It is still on there. You can make a comment, on a post, or you can post some pictures of you, your kids, or yourself, and that stuff is on the internet forever, even if you delete it. You have to watch what you do on the internet, and people can stalk you, find you, whatever. So, I've always told my kids, don't put your real name on Facebook. Don't put your birth date on there. Don't put your address. Don't say, hi, I'm in Hawaii right now, because they're going to go rob your house. I had a friend who used to do that all the time. She Facebooked every minute of the day. Hi, we're at Waffle House eating. Oh, that's great. Somebody's going to go and rip your house off. I mean, I told her, I said, don't post stuff like that. Do it after you went, Um, You know, we live in such and such town, and then video the front of the house. You know, now people know where you live. Or they video their car with the license plate on it. Now they know your car and your license plate. I mean, you have to be careful. The internet can be a very dangerous place. But anyway, so this is really grown. I'm gonna see if they're. I don't. Now see, here's they like you to run music. So if I get on one that's running music, I got to get off of it because they'll get slammed by YouTube before it. You can't run music on YouTube, and it's because they get sued for using music on YouTube. Um, because the music people, they have their rights to their music, and if you play it, especially to make money off of it, you've got to pay. Um, you know, strip clubs have to pay for rights to use music because they're making money off of using people's music. That's been around forever. In fact, um, one of my kids was a showgirl in Huntsville, Alabama, and we went in one day, and she's like, "The boss says we have to pay $45." I said, "For what?" You know, she went in there to pick up her paycheck and stuff, and it was like Sunday, and she said it's for music. I said, "Oh my gosh!" So they were making the dancers pay the music fee at $45 each, so they could turn around and pay ASCAP or whatever, because it's a law. They don't want you, if you're going to make money off their music, they want their cut too. Let's see if we can find something. We'll go here and see if there's any music. You know what? I just turned the sound off, and then there won't be any. Okay, so right now they're doing a bid of $2. Let me see if I can get zoomed in here so you can really see. Okay, right now this. Okay, there's a timer. It's at 27 now. And the bid, it says Lady Love is winning. Ooh, if I can get this just right. Ooh, no, we don't want to bid. Okay, so 13 seconds left. It started at $1, and the bid right now is at $2. And then see, they have to pay shipping. And the first shipping on there starts like at $4.95, and then everything after that's like a couple bucks. They've changed it a little bit. It used to be $4.95 and $1 for everything after that. Okay, that one says auction ended. Okay, and then watch. We'll go over here. Let's just see what they sold. So you can click on this sold right here. Okay, let's see what they've sold. Okay, they must have just started because this, it says $1 sale. I thought it was $2. It might have been because it said bid at $2. Okay, and this is, what are these? Pokemon cards, I think. So they're getting ready to do another one. I don't see anything major going on here. Okay, they do have 7 ratings, 5-star, 66 followers, and there's 8 people on the stream right this minute. Okay. And then people can comment or ask questions. It'll light up bright yellow if they ask a question. See where it's yellow right there? Okay. And so hopefully the seller sees it and they answer their question before the bid's out. They do prefer that you use your phone for the auction, you know, so you're doing your video and everything, and then use a computer backup. And that sounds like a pretty good idea. But you better have good internet, by God. I've got really good internet as far as, you know, doing YouTube and stuff like that. You know, it's sucky sometimes, but most of the time it's good and it's unlimited. And I pay $55 a month through T-Mobile. There's a couple other companies that are doing unlimited like that, where they call it home. Let me tell you what, I used my storage address of my storage unit. Okay. Well, kind of figured, well, that's the only home I got. So, there's my address. So, in case they have to ship it to you, which I figured that was what's going to happen when I had to return that other one, they just send a bill there every month. So I get the home internet, and I use it in my office, which is a great deal breaker deal for YouTube because you could just, YouTube away live all day long. I still can't believe they put their kid on there, and I don't even think that's legal. Not a good idea. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't endanger my children like that. You just see pictures of my kids, you'll be seeing pictures where they're way older. Okay, let's see if we can find something here. What does this do? Diecast models. Live stream ended. Oh gosh. It says live stream has ended. Either that or it glitched. And they sold two things, one for 13 and one for 6. I bet they were mad. So that one died, and that one's got Northeast Breakers 77 followers. And there was only 3 on the live. So somehow the live stream ended. They either got mad or, the signal was crap. Well, that's probably why they ended that live stream. Either that or it malfunctions. Sometimes it malfunctions, but you have to understand, it's like DoorDash. I mean, when you get too many people on there at one time, that thing's going to start malfunctioning big time because too many people are using it. But I think they've improved a great deal because before they only had 7 or 10, and they were very restrictive of getting people on there. You had to go through, a lot of hoops to try to get in there. And now they're just, there's huge amounts of people coming in and applying and stuff. But it also depends what you're selling. There's some categories they don't want any more of, like probably Pokemon. You have to have something good in order to get in because they just don't want too much of one thing. And they write it, they say it in stuff that they send to you. Like, we're not interested in Canadian sellers. We're not interested in more Canadian sellers. Let's see. Wax Wednesday. Baseball cards. I was trying to figure out what waxed is. Is that like the labels that had wax on them and then it had the bubble gum inside? I don't know. Morning deals with Dons. That's baseball cards. We don't want to see that. Boho, athletic, vintage, and designer. Mystery bags. That's some scary stuff. No. Mystery box, Miami. Miami Funkos. Let's see. They've sold. What? They did a giveaway right at the beginning of the stream. Holy heck. Usually you do that later so that people will stay around. Because as soon as you do the giveaway, they're like, okay, I'm out of here. They want you to do a lot of giveaways, and then the story is that Whatnot pays for your giveaways, except the shipping. If the shipping's out of the country, then you have to pay the out-of-country shipping. So you have to do your settings where you don't want to do out-of-country shipping. And then you don't have to worry about it. It'd be cheaper. But otherwise, all the shipping comes through. This one, live stream has ended. Isn't that strange? 2 items. One for 20. They got floor, ceiling, and average, and I don't quite get that either. So they either got mad and left or the website's not working. They say a lot of times that the website goes down, but it's because there's too many people on there. Look at how many people are live. Now, I don't care how many people are watching, man. Look at all the lives. This is not a normal thing for this site. So they've brought in a lot of sellers. Let's see, like, I'm not seeing anything. Coffee and cardboard. Cardboard? I don't know. Corner Me, Fad Habits. Ads Antiques Random Show While Smoking. What? Odds Antiques. There's 29 people watching this one. Oh, while smoking brisket, something for everyone, ephemera, tools, toys, car parts, military clothes, hats, etc. So they're just doing kind of a random auction on this one. This is an old thermos, Captain Planet. $10 bid. I can't even see the time on it. Adam Hawk. Let's see if I put the new thing up. It's probably going to be auction number 12. Looks like they're kind of writing the auctions as they go. So you can preload them and just click on them while you're running, but sometimes they get scrolled around. Okay, so why did you put that there and bring it back? Okay, maybe somebody wanted another thermos. Man, that's like, it looks like a really old kid's thermos out of a lunchbox. I guess they're describing it and then they're going to pick the thing up. I'd be starting the auction and giving it enough time and be sitting there talking all about it. Okay, here's the start of the auction. Okay, so they've got $5 open bid. So let's look at this. Okay, it's at 7. See this? It's at 7 right now. 11 seconds left on the bid. Now, it depends if they want to put the extension in it or not. They have this thing where you can extend the bid. So every time somebody bids, it'll extend out another 10 or 15 seconds. Okay, now it says they just purchased small item number 12. And that's the seller. That's the title the seller's putting on there. Problem is you need to run a logbook at the same time because you got to know what to ship out. So let's see. Ooh, they've been on here kind of a little while, at least an hour. What did they do? A giveaway right at the beginning? Jeez. Everybody leave. $3 for something there. $5 for something there. $5 for something there. $10 for something there. That looks like old kids' thermoses from like the 60s or something. $8 here, $3 here for a hat, $3, $9 for this one, $9 for this one, $3 for that, $3 for that, $5 for that one. Something called ephemera, $5. $15, $5, $5, $3, ephemera on that one. $5, $3, $3, $3, another ephemera thing. I don't even know what that is. $3, $7, $5. It's got 27 items sold so far. $5, $10. Oh, that $5 was another ephemera thing. I don't know what it is. And $7. So that's their solds. And then you can see what you purchased too. You could click on purchase. See, I haven't purchased anything there. And they have listings where you can do buy it now too. And then for the auction, they'll have listings of all their auctions and pictures. Some of them, they'll preload all that. And then you can pre-bid before the auction starts, or if you're going to be at work or whatever, you can put your maximum bid in. And if you win, you win. If you don't, you don't. So that last item, that little lunchbox thermos for kids that looked like it was out of the 60s, sold for $7. And then here's another one, I guess. It's an old thermos. They were terrible. Those things, if you dropped it, all the damn glass shatter inside it. And so what was really scary is, if you give that to your kid, and it gets shattered, what happens if they take a drink out of that? And they have this. It's a glass liner thing. You unscrew it. You can take that. It looks like a mirror in there. You take that out and you can wash underneath it and all that inside the container, the plastic container, and then wash the mirror thing and then put it back in. But those fit in little metal lunch boxes. I got a really cool lunchbox thing the other day. These they go for good money. I'd have to look at how old this one is. I don't think it's very old. But this is like the old thermos lunch boxes. And it's got all doggies on it. It's kind of that barn look one. Not funny. Yeah, you were styling if you had a lunchbox and you didn't have your stuff in a paper sack. You were really big time. The problem was keeping track of it or somebody going into your lunchbox and stealing your food. But they're real popular now, those old lunch boxes. Even rusty. People buy them all day long. I don't know if they just collect them or they're really actually valuable. There's a lot of card stuff on here. To me, there's just way too much card stuff. It's Funkos and cards. Funkos and cards. And trust me, I got a ton of baseball cards and auction storages. And it's like, if I could get $1 for every card, it'd be $4,000. So that'd be one of the first things I run out. But I just don't really have a use for any of that. And I used to have all those cards, the old bubblegum cards and all that stuff. I had tons of them. As they were lost in storages. Coffee and clear the death pile, ladies. And death pile is junk that they don't feel like listing on eBay. Let's see what we got. This girl doesn't look anything like her picture on the front. Victoria's Secret night top. Don't tell me she's trying this stuff on. Okay, she looks like she probably just started her live. She's got a ton of followers, so she's been on a little while. Let's see, we got 94 ratings. She's a 4.97. She got 552 followers. She got 14 in this live stream right now. And then so far she sold $6 Abercrombie and Fitch shorts, $3 denim short, $6 orange blouse from Altered State. These shorts are Craft and Barrow. They're all in big girl sizes, though, which is hard to find, apparently. That's a real good seller on eBay, is all the big sizes for men and women. I'm talking as big as you can get them. They sell really, really well on eBay. So if you're shopping around as a reseller, do not frown on getting jumbo-sized clothes because they're in need. It's sort of like years ago, I used to sell one shoe. And people say, "What? Who the heck sells one shoe?" You know how many I sold? Because I would buy stuff and sellers, they would send me 2 of the right shoe or 2 of the right boot, or I would buy at a retail store and they'd have 3 employees that said, make sure to check every box, make sure it's a size that's on the box, make sure I have a right and a left, and they would always screw it up. And I'd end up with a box with 2 right boots and be paying $75 for 2 right boots, and it's like, what am I going to do with that? So I got the idea. I thought, I'm just going to list one at a time. Because I tried to sell it with 2 right boots. That didn't work, so they could use for display or something. But you sell them one at a time. And guess who buys those? Amputees. Yes, they would like a nice pair of mini Tonka knee-high boots with fringe on them all day long. Yes, they would like a pretty pair of expensive heels, in just one shoe. And you get almost the price of the pair of shoes or pair of boots to begin with. It's amazing. They will pay anything to get one shoe. So don't think everything has a use. People are buying used, trashed out stripper platforms and they're making art out of them. I don't care for it, but they're making art out of them and selling $40 and $50, for one shoe decorated. It's been beat to death. They make pencil holder out of them and all kinds of stuff. It's really weird. Hot Wheels. Let's go in here. Die-cast cars. Okay, this one's got 296 followers. 19 are on this stream right now. Okay. Let me get it up here. We got 19 on the stream. Okay. We got 296 followers, 4.96 rating. Okay. It looks like they're using the top of a Starbucks thing or something. Or that might be a turnaround battery operated display. You could use a cell phone holder too that you can buy at like the dollar store if you're doing cards or Hot Wheels. Those look just like the Hot Wheels from Dollar Tree, which are now $1.50. Start bid is 2. It looks like 7 seconds. So they're doing like 10 or 20-second auctions. And that one's at 2. Was that sold? That was sold. Well, no. Ooh, this last one was $60. Okay, here's one. Single car number 75. Okay, all these sold over here. Look at now. Look at this. I did 1, 2, 3 giveaways right at the beginning of the stream. That was dumb. Because a lot of people get in there going, "What do you got to give away free? You giving away free iPad today?" And they just go around trying to get free stuff, and then they'll leave. They'll go to the next one. That one's $3, $2, $2, $2, $2, $4, $2, $3. So if you bought a bunch of Hot Wheels at the Dollar Tree and sold them for $2 open bid, you make a quarter or more. Okay, $2, $3, $2, $70 for one car. $2, $2, $3, $2, $2, $60. Okay, this one's got 20, looks like 30-second auction. Opening bid's $2. Nobody's bid on it yet. Okay, see, opening bid $2. 10 seconds left. Not a soul has bid on that devil. That's the end. No one went. And see, that's another reason to keep a logbook, because if the stuff that's not sold, you can pull it out of everything before you go to ship. And if you say if you've got it already listed like on eBay, then you know not to, delete it and just put it back in your stock. This one's okay. It looked like 30-second bid, starts at 2. Nobody's bidding. Somebody commented, haha, try to get rid of a Ford. Here's somebody's commented on here. I won this one yesterday. It looks like it. I'll bet you they're buying those Hot Wheels at Dollar Tree and trying to sell them, starting $2 bid. Problem is, at Dollar Tree is like $1. It's $1.25 or $1.50 to buy anything over there now, plus tax. And then if you're paying fees on here, like eBay, which is a total of about 15%, plus 30 cents for each auction. See, like right there, they're paying 30 cents to sell that. Whatever they sell it for, if it sells, they're going to pay like total fees of 15%. Nothing. Nobody's bidding. Okay, now what are they doing? 69 muscle cars, set 1 of 2. But when was that printed? It's not saying, because they didn't list it in advance. Okay, this one is, current win bid is 12, mid-south. 8 more seconds left unless somebody bids. You have to take the bid to 14. They won it for 12. Well, I bet they lost some money on that deal. I just wonder if they're true, if it was printed in 69 or if it was printed recently or what. They have a date on those boxes and stuff. You can look on the back of them. And, I mean, they'll have the same logos and everything they had 100 years ago. But there's a date on the back. So if you go to Walmart or you go to Dollar Tree or wherever, or flea market, just look at the date on the back and you can tell if it's a really old one or more recent. Somebody said it'll go up. People have paid 100 on eBay. Laugh a lot. I went and checked first. And see, that could be somebody talking that crap. Oh, they deleted the comment. Oh my gosh. So somebody deleted the comment. Strange. You get people in there razzing you and stuff. Okay, let's see. Is this even on? 3 seconds. Nobody bid. Here's somebody asked, do you have any Honda Odysseys? Really? I don't think the seller's doing too very hot here. So we can find something different. I was on here last night and there was so much nice stuff being sold. I was impressed and people were really buying it. And it wasn't all this gamey stuff. Barn Cave, Magic the Gathering. It's probably witchcraft cards. Pogo. Slab singles and lot sales. And you can click on my links in the description and go, and they'll give you $10 to shop with right off the top. If you want to sell on there, you can click on my link and go sell on there. It's in the description box right now. But so I'm excited to see if it does anything. My biggest thing is I need to run all this retail stock out. It's costing me money, and it's just too slow on eBay. And I'm just on the edge of being able to go back to work on the road because the gas is coming down. Gas gets a little bit lower. Dude, I am back on the road, working, making big money. Because I do love what I do. I've done it forever, and I really know my biz. And I miss the showgirls. I miss the casino staff. I miss the wrestlers. All that. I don't really miss doing wedding gowns and prom gowns, though. I still do them, but they just take so long. Even though it's $400 or $700, it just takes forever. When I can do so much more. Because I can whip out 10 floor-length gowns in 2.5 hours on big commercial straight liners. So, sequin gowns. That's right. Here's a girl selling her death pile. She got 37 people on here. eBay sellers call it death piles. Just garbage they don't even want to sell. And this is Death Pile Lululemon. God, that's the biggest seller right now. I don't even know why people are buying that crap. There's so many people got burned with Lululemon. I know a girl personally invested thousands of dollars in that damn Lululemon crap. Okay, so she has got 48 on this live right now. She's got over 1,000 followers, and she's running Lululemon. She will. She's got the measuring tape there so she can measure the stuff up for you. Okay, let's see what's on the sold over here. Okay, we can kind of figure out. Let's see, her auction. Let's see how long her auctions will go for. I'm kind of a big fan of the 5-minute one, especially if you're doing a box of stuff. God, look how wrinkly that is. They'll sell anything. I'd rather not do it like that. It's so easy to hang it on a door. You can buy $1 door hanger and stick it on a door. Or just buy a rack at Walmart for $30. A clothes rack. You can buy hangers, a pack of them for $1. Anywhere, Walmart or Dollar General. I'm going to try to see what her auction time is. She's selling some damn Lululemon now. Doesn't sell for crap though, because it is crap. Okay, so she's doing 20-second auctions, starting bid at 6. Okay. She ought to stand up and show the garment. That's a big wrinkly mess right there. Oof. It's probably why she's not selling it for any good money, because it's all wrinkled out. So let's look on this sold. She did $1 on the giveaway green tea face mask. $1 on this other giveaway. Assorted sticker pack, $1. That sold for. Sticker pack for $1. A dress for $10. Another dress for $10. North Face jacket, $17. That's not too bad. Should have got more than that. Aran Islands, $7. New with tags. Jacket, $5. My God. Here's another jacket for $7. Bodysuit. This one-piece bodysuit, $17. Cardigan for $5. The road dress, $38. Floral dress, $27. So these look like all used stuff. Pretty much. $5 for this short. $6 for a wrap. Avocado face mask giveaway. That was $1 at Dollar Tree probably. $17 for a dress. $5 on a blouse. $5 on a mini dress. $6 on a hoodie. $5 on a skirt. Some giveaway. $13 for a blouse. $13 for a dress. $10 for a legging. $23 for a dress. $11 for a dress. $19 for a dress. It's got to be used stuff by the way it looks. No tag. Some leggings for $23. Lululemon tank top, $7. $7 for a white button-down dress shirt, Columbia. $7 for a gray rib dress from ASOS. I guess you got another one? Or that's the one she just sold. Man, girl, why are you showing all this wrinkly garbage? That one has a tag on it. So that's new with tags and it's all wrinkled out. Man, go get a $30 rack at Walmart and hang that crap. I got steamers. I got racks. I got so much stuff. I got racks upon racks. Racks. Yep. It's not a difficult thing. It's tax write-off. It's supplies for your work. I mean, people can't even see that on the camera. You need to get up and stand back or hang it on that door right back there. People can't even see it. I can't see how long the hem is. I can't see how wide the hem is, if it's an A-line or what it is. See, that's the thing. You got to understand what the people are seeing. And it helps you sell it. Deal or no deal giveaways. Games at Pokemon. Got a picture of their card there. So right now it's just all gamey stuff pretty much. I don't see anything terrifically good so far. And this stuff runs 24 hours, 7 days a week. So they've really come up with sellers. Tons that they finally let sellers in. The problem is they're all selling the same stuff. There's just so many. But I mean, they're getting business that even, I mean, all it takes is one person to buy. Here's 59, 94, 93, 29, 60, 29, 45. So, you know, and you run as long as you want, whenever you want. You can schedule it or you can do it on the spot. But it's always live. Now, Chris at Daily Refinement, he pays people to run these. He does them sometimes himself. And they might run for hours. I watched one night where they run 30 boxes of reseller, and it was like 12 to 15 items for a box. Used stuff, and then like one item was some high dollar item, you know, like Reebok or Nike jacket or something like that with the tags on it. And start the auctions at $1. And every one of those boxes were 57 was one or two of them, and the rest were all over 100. Okay, and some were at 200, and that's 30 boxes. Yeah, 30 boxes. And they were doing, I can't remember. It was 3-minute auctions because they were showing the stuff as it was listed, so the people would bid. And to me, I would do 5-minute and be showing it and letting them bid all through the whole thing. So they keep bidding and they'd have more time to bid because you're going to get more bids. But some sellers say, no, don't do it because people get bored and they just want real short, quick auctions. But to me, I think you're losing money. You know, it's a pain in the butt. You ever tried to bid on an auction? You know, like even with eBay or Goodwill or bids.com when that was around, or and any of those other weird bid sites. There's a couple and they were so rigged. And I mean, it's so hard to get your bid in it and see if it cleared, especially when there was dial-up. When you had dial-up internet, you'd be trying to enter bid and you go, is it going to win? Is it going to win? And everything was delayed, you know, so you never knew if you won or not, or if you need to bid more, you know. It was really crazy. And then you'd swear you won and you didn't, you know. So, I mean, the internet's so much better now. But yeah, so that's kind of what it's about. We'll see what happens. Like I say, Friday is my conference. They say it'll be like a 15-minute gig. Um, I've heard that it's, you know, half hour or more. So I don't know. We'll see. I've also heard there would be like 30 other people there. Um, but you have to do it live on the computer. So, for that conference meeting, and you have to schedule it. And so it's, I guess, basically a welcome, and then any questions, and tells you, you know, how to operate the site and everything, and how everything's going to go. And then I guess they cut you loose. You could do your first test stream. They do have a thing where it won't go live, and it's like a pretend live. It just doesn't hit the internet, and you can do, you know, some test run auctions on your own to see how it looks on camera, see how your setup looks, um, see how you want to do it with the timer running and everything, and show the item and all that, which that's kind of neat. Um, it's like the sandbox theory. You try it out. And if you feel comfortable enough with it, then it'll roll. So, I mean, I YouTube a lot. My average YouTube is nothing less than one video a day overall, period, in any since the day I started on YouTube. Um, and I'm a firm believer in it, and I tell everybody else that vlog every day, vlog every day. You're losing money if you don't vlog every day. You're losing subs if you don't vlog every day. I'm really serious. This thing where I vlog only Tuesday and Friday every week. I will have a new one up every Tuesday and Friday. Forget all that. Get on that son of a gun as much as you can, especially on the live. Especially on the live. And people give you tips. You get 4 times the watch time, so you get good pay from YouTube. And you get more subs. The more you vlog, the more subs you get. The less you vlogged and subs drop off. It's sort of like going to watch Batman every week at Wednesday night. If it doesn't show up one night, or it's late, or the presidential address comes on, then everybody goes, well, screw it. And they go watch something else. And then they're wrapped up into something else. And now it's a big tie to get to Batman or this new something else. So don't let them get distracted. Don't lose them, because they're coming to watch your TV show there on YouTube. Um, and, take advantage of that. If people like you, that's great. Always make a new friend every day. And also get paid for it. It rocks. That's what I'm talking about. So, use it to your advantage. You get free advertisement on YouTube. You can make, those crappy shorts that are worthless that they do? They're really good for advertising your product. TikTok, same way. You can do it on TikTok. You can also get a TikTok commercial account for free. You just can't use most of the music on the commercial account. As I had got a TikTok commercial account to advertise all my items through videos, and people love to see the videos. It's better than pictures. And the only thing missing is touching it and smelling it. It is awesome when you can see something in a video versus pictures. So that's free advertising right there. Take advantage of these things. I'm going to tell you, I listed on Instagram. I had a showgirl go, oh my gosh, if you put all this stuff on Instagram, people bought it. I said, on Instagram? I know you buy anything on Instagram. I put 200 ads up. I sold one item, period. And I had an Instagram for what, 6-7 years? What a dud. I don't even mess with it anymore. I also did Twitter. I was going crazy on Instagram and Twitter, where it was like every half hour of the day, I was, listening to all this stuff where people say, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And just, spending my whole day pushing. Didn't do me any good. I had never sold anything through Twitter, ever. So, does doing the shorts from YouTube to advertise your product or your show, and TikTok, the regular or the commercial, really good for advertising your products. It's free. Do it. Gets to millions of people. You can't believe it. It gets to millions of people. It's free advertisement. You're not paying. You will be amazed. I brought so many people to my Etsy store. Thousands. I got so many views from advertising on TikTok. I got a little bit from YouTube, but I got a ton from my TikTok account, especially when I run a commercial too. I change over commercial, because I would just post every time I finished, a pair of shoes for a girl or whatever. I would post it on there, and then put my shop name and stuff, and people are still clicking on that sucker. And my shop's closed. I can go in there and I can see how many views I had every day. It is amazing. But anyway, so there you have it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I got a ton of work to do. So I will see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. And do something kind for a stranger today. See you soon. Love you.